In today's video, I'll be giving you the top 5 best games of the 2025-2026 NFL season. This list was hard to make. There were so many great games from this previous season, including playoff games. I'm going to have one on here because it was too good to not include in this list. And most of these are probably going to end up being offensive shootouts because those are the games I love to watch the most and I have the heavy bias towards. So enjoy the video, and as always, go Hawks. Before I start the list, I do have an honorable mention. It was close to being on this list, but I think of this more as a tremendous choke job more than a truly great game. But it was a great game in the fourth quarter. That's when the Broncos had that 33-point fourth quarter comeback to beat the New York Giants in Week 7, 33-32. The Broncos couldn't do anything until the fourth quarter, where the Giants had one of the biggest choke jobs probably in NFL history. I mean, 33 unanswered points, and you guys couldn't do anything in the fourth quarter? What in the absolute hell? I remember watching this game. I remember thinking it was going to be a fun game to watch. I fell asleep literally after the third quarter. It's like, this shit's so boring. I cannot believe this is the game I wanted to watch and use my afternoon for. And I woke up as the Broncos were kicking a game-winning field goal. I was just sitting there like, what did I just miss? But this, like I said, this game was close to making the official top 5. But to me, this is just more of a choke job than anything. Good job, Giants. Now, starting the real list off at number 5, we have Week 5's performance between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. A 38-35 game that included some of the biggest offensive eruptions of the season. It was just deep ball after deep ball to Emeka Egbuka and Jackson Smith-Njigba. The rushing, it was very iffy, but the QB play, both quarterbacks throwing over 340. Sam Darnold just having the lone turnover of the game for quarterbacks. Just like I said, the big deep balls to the, at the time, two big name wide receivers. Egbuka kind of had that fall off, but this was probably his best game of his rookie campaign. Just no secondaries could even remotely cover JSN and Egbuka on this great October day. Just if only Sam Darnold didn't throw an interception that bobbed off the head of a defender at the end of the game. Might have went a different way in Seattle's favor. But nonetheless, this game was great in the second half. Coming in at number 4, we have the first Sunday night game of the season, the Bills and the Ravens, 41-40. The Bills won it off a walk-off field goal as time expired. Matt Prater became a Bills legend in Week 1, it seemed like. But I know you're about to say, he put the Giants-Broncos game as an honorable mention for a choke job. This was a choke job as well. You know, you might be right, honestly, but the Bills did their comeback in 4 minutes. To be fair, it wasn't 33 points like the Broncos was, but I don't know, just something about this game almost being the best game of the year, and it was still Week 1 for like damn near almost the 3 quarters of the season was just crazy in my opinion. I mean, the Bills were getting their asses handed to them 40-25 with 11 minutes left. Then they made Derrick Henry fumble after they scored a touchdown, and that's just when everything just started going in the Bills' way. Just immediately after making someone not known for fumbling, making him fumble, that's a damn turning point of a football game right there. I mean, the Keon Coleman legacy game, 8 catches for 112 and a touchdown, had a great and elite play on the Bills' game-winning drive to help them get into field goal range and walk off the Ravens to start off the Sunday night slate. Just a great game by 2 great quarterbacks. Coming in at game number 3, we got another Sunday night game. This one coming from Week 17, the Niners and the Bears, 42-38 barn burner. From the first play of the game, a pick 6 from Brock Purdy to TJ Edwards. Bears went up 7-0, not even 10 seconds into this goddamn football game. And then just from there, the defenses decided to just rage quit. I mean, there was there was one sack in this whole game. There was 5 punts in this whole game. The Niners had 200 rushing yards. The Bears rookies were going nuclear in this game. Both Colston Loveland and Luther Burden having over 90 yards and touchdowns each. The Bears had 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, Caleb and Brock Purdy. Caleb had 330 passing yards. Brock Purdy had 303. I mean, this game was just such a battle that came all the way down to the final play where the Bears just could not get the touchdown to walk off the Niners. But man, what an offensive shootout once the Bears actually figured out how to stop going 3-and-out every goddamn drive for like the first almost quarter after scoring that initial touchdown off the pick six. But once again, such an electric game. Coming in at number 2, the only playoff game that I have, it's the NFC Championship where the Seahawks took down the Rams 31-27 in an NFC West showdown classic of the ages. Through 3 quarters, this game was just scoring, and then the fourth quarter came around, and it was who wanted it more, which defense wanted it more. No points were scored in this quarter at all. It was just up to who could outcoach who, and whose defense can outlast in the very end, and it happened to be the Seattle Seahawks. That fourth down, when the Rams went for it to try to get the lead, and DeMarcus Lawrence had that miscue. He was supposed to be rushing the passer, but he dropped back in coverage, causing Matt Stafford to go to his next best option, and it was broken up in the end zone by Devon Witherspoon. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba Puka Nacua, the 2 best receivers in football, going at it. Puka 9-165 in a score, JSN 10-153 in a score. Couldn't stop them, just like I mentioned about the Bucs-Seahawks game. You couldn't stop the number ones on these offenses whatsoever. And the Shaheed deep ball on the first drive right off the bat, lovely. The touchdown to Bobo, the touchdown to Cooper Kupp to almost damn near seal it for the Seahawks. Chef's kiss. And the defense when the Seahawks needed it most, because it was pretty non-existent in this game. When we needed it most, it came through and it clutched out to send us to the Super Bowl. Now let's go to game number 1, what I think is the best game of the year. But coming in at number 1 for my top game of the 2025-26 NFL season, we got none other than Thursday Night Football Week 16, the Rams and the Seahawks once again. I know I had 3 Seahawks games on this list. Bite me, okay? This game was the best of the season without a doubt. 38-37, the Seahawks outlast the Rams after getting 3 successful 2-point conversions to take down the beast as the LA Rams were and taking number 1 in the NFC West, and I'm pretty sure the NFC as a whole. This game defined how the Seahawks season was going to finish, in my opinion, and it damn looked like it. My man, with 13 minutes left, the Rams scored and the Seahawks were down 30-14. But it all started with a Rashid Shaheed punt return touchdown with just a little over 8 minutes left. That's what sparked the Seahawks comeback. My goodness, Sam Darnold. The interceptions were really pissing me off in this game. But when we needed him most, he came through in clutch. I mean, our defense, what was that this game? We didn't have one. I mean, Stafford had 457 fucking passing yards. Puka had 225 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. We couldn't stop him worth a damn. But JSN, the touchdown in overtime. A.J. Barner, that wide open ass 26-yard touchdown to help get this comeback going even more. And the 2-point conversion to Zach Charbonnet that Rams fans are still talking about. It is February. Let that go. But to be fair, their argument is, if it happened to you, you would be mad as well. You're probably right, but I wouldn't let it drag on to February like some of you guys still are. The Eric Saubert 2-point conversion, I'm pretty sure we extended his contract before this game, and he caught the game-winning 2-point conversion to seal the deal, to let the Seahawks beat the Rams 38-37. This, like I said, an all-time classic Seahawks-Rams game. And once again, I know I'm biased for having not one, not two, but three Seattle Seahawks games on this list. Bite me, honestly. That's all I gotta say. This was the top game of this season. You cannot change my mind whatsoever. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!